No matter how hard you try to avoid this man, everybody has seen him on their For You page. His name is Iman Gadzhi, known for becoming a multi-millionaire from his digital marketing agency called IAG. At face value, he seems to be a very credible and commendable man. However, I gotta let you know that he's far from it. Let me show you all the lies and all of the secrets he's been keeping from you and why you should never trust Iman Gadzhi again. We're going to start things off quite light. He buys YouTube comments. Now you may be thinking, Ty, what do you mean? Where's the proof of this? Now there's a guy called Switzy. He's quite a credible guy. He's into finance things and he's known by a lot of people inside of the industry. If you see this comment here, it was from a Switzy video. You can see that the guy that Switzy also bought comments from forgot to change the Iman Gadzhi script for his video. And these type of comments are plastered everywhere on Iman Gadzhi's videos. He's obviously trying to do this to get more engagement and trying to get his videos into recommended. However, this doesn't work and it also doesn't make you look that credible when people catch you out. But that is a very minuscule problem to what I'm going to be talking about later in this video. Now, if you've seen Iman Gadzhi on your For You page, then you will know that he sells a course. Just like every other finance guru that's trying to get your money into their pockets. Before I even talk about why his course is so awful, I'm going to give you a bit of Ty White knowledge. Don't buy any courses, because if you want to read into a specific thing that you want to work on, you can just look on YouTube. And look, my channel's free, I don't make you pay, so that's why you should subscribe for all the knowledge. Iman Gadzhi, like a lot of other self-proclaimed millionaires and finance gurus, is selling you a dream online to make you think that you can get rich overnight. Showing all their wealth creation tools and how they manage to make it in this amount of time and what you need to do. And these courses has ranged from prices like $2,000 to $10,000 because he's made quite a few now. He uses his past to lie about his credibility to tell you that he's had such a hard life, growing up was a struggle, just to make you think and believe that he's the hustler when he's really not. So let's take a deep dive inside of Iman's past and expose all the lies that he's been spreading. So number one, he had a very poor upbringing with his single mother. Well, that's a lie, because you can see here in an old video his stepdad put him through a private school at a very young age.
So he put me into private school, expensive private school. So as I said, like, this is literally like a fairy tale, or supposed to be like a fairy tale ending, you know.
And he also said that his stepdad moved to Dubai for tax purposes. Now I can tell you, I came from the hood. Ain't nobody flying to Dubai to dodge taxes. Everybody just gets stuck by the tax man, unless you're rich and you know how to move money around.
My stepdad moved to Dubai when I was 8 years old. So from 8 years old, he lived in Dubai, and he was only back in London for 90 days, 120 days a year, but he was also allowed more days because he had a family. So it was this weird chess move where basically he saved a lot of money on taxes.
But hang on a minute, that's not everything. His mum and stepdad did divorce. I'm not going to pretend like they didn't. But even after this, there's a video of Iman saying that he went on holiday to Italy with his mum.
Alright guys, so I am back from Italy. I went away for the weekend. Do I look tanned at all?
I'm not going to lie. If you're growing up in the trenches and you have a poor mum, you're not affording to go Italy. Because I can tell you for a fact, I haven't gone on holiday for so long because I've been straight working. I don't have time or I can't afford to go on holiday. So how does he do it growing up really poor? And also I have to mention, he grew up in Chelsea. Keep that in mind. That's one of the richest areas in London. Now I want to get into the elephant in the room. His money. I want to talk about the business side and the numbers. I'm not going to sit here and pocket watch because I've already got comments from my last video, so I'm not going to do that. Everything that I'll be discussing right now is public information, so I'm not leaking anything here. You can find it yourself. He said at just a young age of 17 that he was on the road to having a six-figure business.
So what I want to talk about today is what I learned creating a six-figure business at the age of 17. Just to clarify, my marketing agency has not made £100,000 yet. And when I say 100,000, I mean that in pounds and profit. It hasn't made that yet, but it's very much on track to do so and to surpass that.
But hang on a minute. Because in another tweet he said at just 18 years old he was a liquid millionaire. And if you're not too familiar with what liquid means, that means he literally has £1 million inside of his bank account. That's not including assets or nothing like that. just money he can spend. But in this balance sheet, you can see that his assets is worth 300,000 and he was barely scraping 320k at cash in hand. However, this balance sheet shows that in 2023 he had 177k worth of assets and he had 422,000 in cash in hand. So you're not exactly a liquid millionaire, are you, Iman? His agency never made no millions. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that he's not a millionaire now because he's owned lots of businesses. But this agency that he claimed made him millions and millions of dollars and he used this to front his course is evidently a big scandal and a lie. The reason why he did it was just to make himself seem ultra credible so you, the consumer, can buy his course believing that he's this almighty god. In this tweet, he says he don't like people that don't practice what they preach. But he's never made a million from his agency. So my advice to him is take a page out your own book. Later on in his business of IAG, he was making no money, so he decided to shut it down. And the reason was he had no clients. But of course he lied about this in a video and said that he's moved on to a new chapter in his life. But let me ask you a question. If your business was still making millions and millions of pounds a year like he claimed it was, would you just shut down the business? Or would you sell the business and make a profit?
See, what gets you from one point to the next won't get you from that to the other. Between the space of 2016 to 2021, I used my agency to go from 0 to 8 figures after tax. Now I need to focus on the next phase of my career, which is going to 9 and multi-9 figures.
Just because of the name, that business already holds value due to the popularity Iman had around him. So in reality, he could have sold his multi-million pound business, but he didn't. How does that make sense? His balance sheets and what he claims that he's making is two complete different figures. And he also takes advantage of the high CPM inside of the finance sector on YouTube. So on his videos, he's probably making a couple 100,000, but he won't tell you that because Iman will say that he's made all of his money through his agency. However, the facts speak for themselves. He uses his YouTube to sell his course. However, I'm pretty sure if you was to type up social media marketing agency course on YouTube, it would come up for free anyway. But we're gonna get into Iman's biggest scam yet, one that caused thousands of people to lose all of their life savings. We're talking about his NFT project. The Gentleman's Croquet Club was something that Iman released that has many perks, such as you could get brotherhood, you can get VIP access to certain areas, and wealth creation with a private research team that can help you. They specialize in crypto, NFTs, metaverse real estate, and many more. But Iman knew that NFTs and metaverse real estate had no longevity. It was a quick bag that he managed to make. And now there is only 20 people trading inside of the metaverse market worldwide. If that doesn't show something, then I don't know what will at this point. Iman has even made a video talking about how people make money on influencer based hype and how these projects have no longevity. However, he did the exact same thing himself.
These projects thrive on influencer fueled hype, tapping on people's fear of missing out, pumping the price up. However, you have to remember that eventually there's always the last fool, and they find themselves holding onto a project with zero utility that serves them no purpose while seeing 70, 80, and sometimes even 90% losses in their initial investment.
Just so I don't have to keep on saying the Gentleman's Croquet Club, we're going to call it the GCC. Iman claimed that he'll be marketing the NFT project to the top of his lungs and would be doing everything he could to keep it going. A couple months later, he sent this video to the members of his community.
Gentlemen, I'm just gonna have a very open and honest conversation with you guys today. The things that I've seen in the NFT world, I never thought I would see in the world of business in my entire life. The hurdles that NFT projects have had to face would shut any business down, and not only just shut businesses down, it would cause riot, it would cause panic.
He said that they make zero revenue, zero form of reliable banking, and aren't able to operate as a Web3 company. And please bear this in mind, it costs $10,000 to even be a part of this community, let alone get roasted by the master. Fans felt scammed by Iman, and to be honest, they were. In this video, he then blames his fans for using the GCC as an investment strategy rather than using it for the tools that it actually has.
The one massive oversight is I said that I didn't realize, just how many of you guys used GCC as an investment strategy rather than for its utility.
Iman said that his members can get a full refund, but one of the workers inside of GCC came out and said that the deadline to fulfill these refunds will be pushed back by 12 months. Some customers have even been told that they can't get a single refund at all. And there is still no evidence, even though he promised, that they've been fulfilled yet. Now look, If you're still young and you're still gullible and you're falling for people like this who can easily rent their lifestyle and you will never even look away because you think it's real, please do not believe everything that you see online. Everything could be augmented and it can look a certain way even though it's not how it seems. Just believe me instead and subscribe. I'm Ty White. Thanks for watching.